I'm okay, but I don't know if it's your connection or mine,
Oh, I think
but
it gotta be me. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
'Cause,
Oh, there
yeah.
you are. Okay, now I
Okay.
see.
Yeah. All right.
Can you see me okay? Everything good? You hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, terrific. How are you? How's everything?
It's good. Perfect. It's just getting too cold here.
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah. It's getting cold
yeah, yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. You are not with your t-shirts
With
anymore.
it,
Vegas,
well,
I thought
no,
it.
no. No, it gets cold here. I mean, relatively, right? You would probably laugh at me, but for me, it's cold. My blood is thin. Um,
That's what
I
you
like
say,
it.
Finn.
Well, yeah, my blood is thin. I like it to be a balmy 80 degrees, all the time. That's what I like. So, when
Yeah,
it
I
gets
like it
below,
too. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and even if it's not humid, is even better.
Yeah.
So I was looking over my notes, and it says we got to this one, but I don't know. Didn't say whether or not we finished because it says that we
Um.
read an article afterward. So did we finish
Yeah.
Face the Window? Do you remember?
Um. Let me read. I mean, I was kind of recapping a previous one uh, I did before. Um.
This one here?
So yeah,
Which one?
yeah. Oh, like
Under
yeah.
chapter?
No, I think like even before that, cutting fish. But
Getting
anyway,
fish. Okay,
yeah,
yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
yeah. But anything is fine. Just I was just wondering, like I checking my records,
Records.
records. Yeah, okay,
Oh,
noun
unless you're
records.
checking
Yeah,
a recording, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I can do that. Yeah. And then I think yeah. So two things. Like obviously, uh, I'm practicing all this, but wondering what would be the best way, which I meant, for example, if you go for some perfection, let's say, for example, if I hear, let's say, Chinese speaking, native, originally Chinese speaking person who get really, really good at the English, still I can see really easily trace of the Chinese origin, or German guy, even if like they speak like kind of a almost like a perfect English, but I can still see their like probably German or all that thing. So I was wondering, for example, obviously like whether I can pronounce everything correctly, like making all these vowels and consonants is one thing, but I was wondering whether there is anything I can refine and then yeah, through this lesson. For example, even if I maybe like in one 30-minute lesson, maybe I can just do the three sentences or four sentences only. But if I can tell what are the kind of something I can make even better, specifically for three or four sentences, maybe I can see something like, okay, which I didn't realize, so maybe I should do going forward. Um, so that's what I'm thinking. Maybe as like we are doing for these monologues, maybe it's just a matter of not the pronunciation or more like a rhythm. Maybe that might be it.
Mm.
Then I think like if I mimic your rhythm, rather than like I try to speak first and then you correct me, rather
Mhm.
maybe if you speak first and then I try to mimic your like a rhythm, then maybe that might be it. Or it's not, maybe it's not matter of rhythm, it's more about the how more very subtle differences how I pronounce certain words, for example. Or that's I was kind of wondering what is it. For example, when I'm listening all these recording, I think 80 90% okay, but still,
Mhm.
I mean, because I'm Japanese, I can't tell Japanese accent if it's like sometimes I can tell, but
Mhm.
sometimes I cannot to some extent only. So I was just wondering what would be the best way. Maybe being too perfect may not be so productive, but I just wanted to see whether there is anything we can do or not. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, Spanish was my first language, but I quit speaking it when I was 3 and started speaking English. And I didn't speak Spanish again until I was like 19 years old.
Yeah.
And then I started speaking more regularly. And then when I turned 24, I started speaking Spanish only to my mother. Like I only talk in Spanish
Mm,
to her now. So I practice every day because I talk to my mother every day.
right.
And I still, native speakers can still hear my accent. And I'm really good at Spanish speaking. So to answer your question, you get into some mistakes and you develop like your native language. For example, mine being English really is my native language, is the one I started earliest. I don't think you'll ever be perfect, right? You'll never sound like a native speaker, but that's okay. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The closest, and I would agree with you. I think you are at about 80%. You know what I mean? You in terms of your accent being like 80% English, like American. I totally agree with that. And can you get better? Sure, absolutely. Um, in terms of what's the best way to refine, well, that's up to you. I like the idea of modeling me. I think that's great. I think that, um, but I think I think you're more rhythm. Personally, I think you're more rhythm than
Rhythm.
articulation. You miss some words here and there and some sounds, um, but not a lot. Uh, and I think rhythm is where you like intonation, that kind of thing is where you need the most work.
Okay.
Yeah.
I talked about a long time ago, this let's say voice placing, for example. Is that
Placement.
something I'm not sure. Like for example, even if let's say whichever the one, like maybe if you could zoom in
Zoom
so
in,
that
sure.
yeah, and then let's say
This is this first
maybe
sentence here.
yeah, uh, maybe if I first like let me read it. Only got a few minutes of my break. I've only got a few minutes of my break left. That's how I start, and then maybe yeah. Can you do your version, please? Yeah.
Yeah, and I would do it exactly. I've only got a few minutes of my break left,
I've
so
only got
maybe
a
I
few
am.
minutes on my. Well, sorry. Yeah, go
No,
ahead.
I was going to say. So the only difference between the way you said it and the way I said it was I emphasized only. That was the only difference.
Sorry. Say it again. Only.
The only difference between the way you said the sentence and the way I said it was that I emphasized only, the word only.
You emphasized it. Oh, okay. You said.
Yeah,
Yeah. I've only got a few minutes left. I've only got a few minutes of my break left.
that's right. Yeah, I've only
I've
got a few
only
minutes of my break.
I've only got a few minutes of my break left.
How about the next sentence?
Yeah, but then with that, obviously I can't hear my. Maybe I should hear. I can hear this better because like I was turning on noise cancellation. So yeah, maybe it's better for me to do without it so that I can really hear myself. So when I say I've only got a few minutes left, I've only got a few minutes of my break left. When I say that, what do you say? For example, you can still trace my accent, right?
No, it sounded great. That's
Oh,
exactly.
oh,
Yeah.
almost zero. Okay.
That sounded terrific. Yeah, I've only got a few minutes of my break left. Yeah.
Okay, so you can't like for example, okay, that part. Okay, so if I copy you, um, probably it's almost like a 99% native, or I don't know, like a 95 or
I mean,
97.
yeah, I can't
Yeah,
give
of
a
course. So like
percentage,
even native people like has some kind of a,
well, at least 90, at least 90. I mean, you like, it's really good.
yeah.
At least
But you
that,
don't.
maybe.
But if you are, for example, is there anything you think difference? Like, let's say, what's the 10%? I mean, maybe I'm too analytical. I've only got a
Well,
few minutes of my break left.
yeah, no, that's, I mean, that's pretty much like, that's as close as you can get. I mean, I can't. Yeah, that was terrific. That's exactly right.
Okay. All right.
Let's try the next sentence. Let's see if you're still close.
Okay. My boss get pissed when I talk to customers all day.
So that one, you said my boss instead of
Yeah.
short L.
Oh, okay. That's simple. Yeah, just a clear mistake. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not about pronunciation. Rather, I just didn't know, or I just misread it. Yeah. My boss gets pissed when I talk to customers all day.
Yeah. And then the only thing, so let me read it. My boss gets pissed when I talk to customers all day. Now, in that one, the way you read it after you fix this, and the difference between the way I read it is I used the to reduction.
Talk to. Yeah. Talk to. Yeah. Okay.
That
My
was the only
boss.
difference.
Yeah. My boss get pissed when I talk to customers all day. Yeah. My boss get pissed when I talk to customers all day. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's also 95 or whatever percent.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that was first. It was probably both. The first time you read it, and then the second time it was only that was
Talk
the
to.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to customer all day. Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's
My
try.
boss. Yeah.
Let's go
Yeah.
sentence by sentence.
Yeah. Okay. You're not the first. You're asking about. Okay. You're not the first people to come. Sorry. You're not the first people to come in here asking about Loft. Let me do it again. You're not the first people to come in here asking about Loft.
So let's do that because it's going to be the same thing. You're not the first people to come in here asking about
Okay.
Loft.
You're not the first people to come in here asking about the Loft. Okay. You're not the first people to come in here asking about the Loft. Okay. Reporters, podcasters, local historians.
The other thing, going
Yeah.
to this back to this sentence,
Yeah.
the thing that I noticed, and I noticed it here, not necessarily here, but it might be, and this is a stop T in about Loft. I would do a stop T. You're not the first people to come in here asking about Loft. You did not stop on that T. You released.
About. Yeah. So the T at the end of about. You mean okay? About.
Correct. Be a stop about Loft.
Okay.
You would
Okay.
release the
About
T.
Loft. Okay. Yeah. You're not the first people to come in here yeah. You're not the first people to come in here asking about the Loft. Yeah.
So
Asking about Loft.
there it is.
About
Yeah.
Loft. About
So those
Loft.
are going to be the minor, little, almost insignificant things, right? That I hear
Right.
and that I
Yeah.
do, but that unless I'm paying super close attention, and most people won't hear it, and even though they're doing it, right? Americans, I
Right.
didn't know what
Right.
a stop T was or a flap T or any of that stuff was until I
Right.
started
Right.
teaching this, right? And so, but I was doing it my whole life. And so those
Yeah.
are the things that Americans will hear, but they won't know what they're, what mistake you're making. They're just going to hear, doesn't sound like the way I do it, right?
Yeah.
And
But
so
they don't
even
know what the
they don't
difference
know
is. Yeah.
what is a stop T. They don't know what a stop T is,
Yeah.
right? No, I
Asking
didn't know
about.
it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
asking about loft, about loft.
correct. And most Americans are doing it. Are doing it. I was always doing
Right.
it. I still do it in like unconsciously, right? Without knowing.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
And so
At least like
so
that's also like one of the things we learned. So it's not new things, but to try to implement it.
correct.
Repeat,
Yeah.
yeah, all the time. Yeah.
So
So
so that's the good thing about breaking down these sentences
yeah, yeah,
individually. That really is. I like that. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's a good idea. Then I can even make a full use of this. Yeah.
I
Every
agree. I agree.
yeah, every
So
six
yeah,
months. Yeah.
every
Sorry.
6 months. Yeah.
Is that
Go
right?
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every 6 months, somebody comes in writing a book. Every
Writing, flat T, writing a book.
writing, yeah, yeah. Every 6 months, somebody comes in writing a book.
Also, with months, you're just going to drop the th in the plural form.
Yeah, months. Oh yeah, I can skip it. Yeah, yeah, got it. Yeah, every 6 months, somebody comes in writing a book. Okay, and you all ask the same, and and you and you and you all ask the same questions.
Correct. You all, because it's a
Y'all,
short vowel.
y'all.
No, you could say y'all, but most people would say you all with the W.
Okay, and you all, and you all, yeah, and you all ask the same questions, and you all ask the same question. What was it like? Was it haunted? Did anything bad happen there? Suddenly, I'm not waiting. Suddenly, I'm not waiting tables, so I'm not making tips. I just can't. I just can't talk long.
Okay, so in that grouping, couple of things.
Yeah,
So here, was it haunted? I'm going to drop the
yeah.
T.
Haunted. Yeah. Oh, okay.
There's our T reduction.
Right.
So
Haunted.
what was
Yeah.
it like? Was it haunted? Okay, and then uh, the glottal T suddenly.
Certainly. Yeah.
The glottal D. Suddenly, I'm not waiting tables, so I'm not making tips.
Certainly, I'm not. Certainly, I'm not waiting tables, so I'm not making tips.
So let's look at the glottal D. Do
Yeah.
they do it in aspirated, vibrant? They moved all of these. Oh, stop consonants. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So they moved all this stuff. We've covered this. So there it is. Sudden. And
Certainly.
here
Yeah.
you're doing the stop method. I don't know how to do a glottal T with there. So you're just bringing your tongue here with the D, and you keep the voicing going, sudden, and then you make the N immediately
Certainly. Certainly.
without moving your tongue from that D position.
Certainly. Yeah.
That would
Certainly.
be suddenly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So certainly, I'm not waiting tables. I'm not making tips. I just can't talk long. Okay. So was it haunted? Right. Was it haunted?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Haunted.
Haunted. So it's like NT, yeah. Haunted. Was it haunted?
Correct.
Did anything bad happen? Did anything bad happen there? Okay. Um, then I suppose you want to hear about the face at the window.
That's exactly right. Wanna.
Yeah,
Instead of
you
want
want.
to, wanna. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you want to hear about the face in the at the window. Yeah, That's a story people come for. I used to be kind of a screw up when I was there. So I was constantly being ordered to go being ordered to go to the woodshed and fetch firewood for the stove.
So in that one,
Yeah.
you might, the only thing I would do is our vowel combination. So I was so why, you're going to emphasize the
So
W.
why? Yeah.
And then here, ordered to go to. I'm going to do the
Order to
vowel.
go to.
Ordered to go to. Yeah. Those are the difficult things. If you remember from the two reductions.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Order to go there. Yeah.
Yeah, right here. Go to. In that
Yeah.
situation where you've got vowel, and go is the most go to, you're going to do duh instead of ta.
Okay. So we'll go to the store at 6, for example, number 5. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Number 5 there. Will go to. Yes.
Yeah, we'll go to the store at 6. Yeah. Go to. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then going back there. So I was constantly being ordered to go to the woodshed.
Order to go to. Well, you
Order
could.
the
No, now that I think about it, you could say order to go to. You could flap both of them.
Okay. All right. I was constantly being ordered to go there, ordered to go to the woodshed and fetch firewood for the stove. Okay. Okay. And then one day I was coming one day I was coming back from the shed and I noticed this face staring out from the top floor window.
Yeah, don't forget to flap your T and noticed.
Noticed, and I noticed this face staring, yeah. And I noticed this face staring out from the top floor window. Yeah.
So should we review stop consonants? Because again,
Again, yeah.
out from the
Out from, yeah, okay. Out
and
from, out,
top floor window. So you'd stop the
up.
P here and the T here.
Yeah, okay. No, I remember that. I think point is paying attention to that. So I noticed his face staring out from the top floor window.
That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's correct.
yeah. I noticed this face staring out from the top floor window. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll pay attention. Yeah. I was strange because the top floor was off limits. Yeah. You know about the fire in 78? They do. Okay. Right. So there literally wasn't a floor to stand on where the window was. Catastrophic structural damage.
And
And
then
yet,
again, so you did some nice stops there, and
yeah,
then the ta, that was exactly right. But
yeah.
then you hear flap the T, catastrophic.
Catastrophic, yeah, catastrophic structural damage. And yet, once a week, when I piss the sis when I pissed the sisters off for whatever reason, I'd go outside to the I'd go out. This one too is also we can reduct to
Yeah,
outside
you
to
can say
the
to the
yeah.
woodshed.
Okay, I'd go outside to the woodshed and face would be there looking down on me smiling and waving.
So that one, you said I'd go to the woodshed and the face would be there. You're gonna emphasize B. The face would be there, looking down
Face
on
would
me.
be there. Yeah. I'd go outside to the woodshed. I go outside to the woodshed, and the face would be there. Would be there right here, looking down on me, smiling and waving.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So,
Okay.
so then I'm gonna, if you want, the things that came up today were flat
Top
T,
T. Yeah.
flat T, the two reduction, and then the glottal D suddenly.
Yeah. Suddenly. Yeah. We
So I
can
can put,
practice next time, or yeah. Yeah.
oh, and then stops, final stops was,
Final stuff. That's yeah. That's
so I can share those three in the chat so you remember, or just write it up for you, or you have the recording.
yeah. I'm recording, so no worries.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those are the
I'll-
ones. The flat T, I think you know the flat T. It just came up a couple times, but the ones you should really review are stops, final stops,
right.
the two reduction, and the glottal D.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think that this would be a good
That was good.
exercise.
I think that was a really good exercise, breaking it down sentence by sentence,
Yeah.
because the thing that separates you or that you need to fine tune are literally small things, right? Small things at this point. Yeah. And then you missed like one short O. Remember, boss.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
Boss.
like, yeah, that
Boss.
was the only word you didn't articulate exactly right. Yeah, that was about it. So all right, well,
All right.
have a
Thank you very
happy, I
much.
guess, I don't know, you guys do the holiday, probably not, but I'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. See you. Like yeah.
Okay,
No
thank you.
Thanksgiving one here.
All right,
All right.
okay, well, have a good one. We'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.